love me some coffee.
Oh, I love me some Netflix. I love me some shopping.
I love me some weights.
I love me some selfies.
I love me some cats.
I love me some mint condition first edition superhero comic.
Love me.
Love me. I love me.
I love me.
I love me.
Love me.
Love me.
I love you.
We use the word love for different purposes, and sometimes, or for some people, most of the time, we use it for wrong reasons. Are we really using or expressing love to what really matters? This is why we have this series called Loves in the Bible. The reason why we're taking this series is because we want to express love with right reasons, with right motives, to right people, and it all starts with the right understanding of love. And that is based on what the Bible described about love. So we started this series last week with Eros, right? The love between husband and wife, a romantic physical attraction, a passionate love between husband and wife. And we reminded ourselves a couple of weeks ago that, hey, we are the bride of Jesus, which God sent his son to be the bridegroom of the church. And Jesus was so passionately in love with us. And how we would know that we are in that passionate love relationship, then we have to look for the signs. Are we really experiencing joy? Are we proud of our relationship? Are we prioritizing and secure and experiencing excitement in our marriage relationship? And for singles, for those of you who don't or are not in relationship, then are we really having that excitement in our relationship with God? And then last week, we talked about the second love that described in the Bible, which is the storge love. And that is a love that's shared between family members. And I shared with you last week, and if you missed the past 2 Sundays, please check our YouTube channel where you can see how we can express love in our family relationship. Parents, you train, this is the way that we can express love, by training our kids in the right and the instruction, in the right path, in the instructions of the Lord. And while children, this is how we can express love to our parents as we honor and respect and obey them. And siblings relationship, and we are spiritual siblings where we can express love and respect with one another, right? If you miss that, please check our YouTube channel. The next love that we will be talking is Philia. And it is a love relationship between shared by friends. While agape love is something that we have to show regardless of the person. We have to. And we will talk about that next week. But Philia is something that we want to. We want to show because there's a mutual commitment of friendship relationship. It's a give and take. It's not one-sided sharing. There's no sharing if it's one-sided. It's giving, right? But it's a give and take. It's shared mutually within 2 friends or 2 parties or 2 individuals or a group of people. And that is what we're going to talk about this week. Philia actually is a powerful emotional bond in deep friendships. The lasting connection that's shared between close friends, right? These are the friends that we need in our lives to help us grow in life and in faith. And it's lasting relationship. It's not temporary, like you're friends just because you see each other at the mall. You're friends because you have some common skills and all, but it's something that you shared, and that relationship lasts forever in this world. That is the kind of relationship where we can really express philia love. Philia and phileo, as you heard, it's a words originated from a Greek term philos, meaning beloved, someone dearly loved, like a trusted confidant. It's like your allies in everything you do. And there are many examples in the Bible about this filial love. In the Old Testament, you can see this how David and Jonathan have this relationship. You know David, right? The greatest king of Israel. And Jonathan is the son of the predecessor of David. It's like Saul, right? And Saul wanted to kill David, but Jonathan is the best friend of David, and they have to meet in secret for them to give David some tips that his dad is trying to kill him and looking after him. And in verse 17, Jonathan said this, and Samuel said this. So going back there, Jonathan said, Jonathan loved him as his own soul. That is an example of filial love. Do you have that kind of friends in your circle of influence? Like, I love you as my own soul. That is what philia means. And that is what we are really, I'm really praying that I will have that kind of friendship like David and Jonathan. Like we will grow together. Like I would love Arnold as my own soul. Diba? Si Arnold lang kasi yun dito. But I love any of you as my own soul. And I will love any person as my own soul. It's something that I pray for myself and also for my kids. I want them to grow like Kale, and Kuya Boy and Matmat would say that I love you. There's a growing relationship that helping each other in love, in life, and in faith. And there's an example also between Jesus and his disciples, and particularly there's a conversation between Jesus and Peter. And this is when Jesus resurrected from the dead, and then Peter was going fishing, and then Jesus prepared a breakfast. Remember that setting? And then Jesus asked Peter 3 times, Peter, do you love me more than this? Do you love me more than this? And Peter kept on answering Jesus like, I love you, Lord. You know that I love you. Until Peter was a little bit hurt. And then he said, you, Lord, you know all things. You are God. You know that I love you. Phileo you. You know that I love you, Lord. And this is a wonderful relationship that we can see between Jesus and his disciples. That Jesus really spent time and would have this relationship, deep friendship with his disciples. And in one setting, in Lazarus also, the time that Jesus, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus, the sisters of Lazarus sent a word to Jesus. Lord, the one you love, Phileo, that's the word, is sick. So, meaning, this passage says that Jesus has a deep friendship with Lazarus. And then Jesus went to the house of Lazarus. You know, the shortest verse, John 11:35, Jesus wept. He was like wailing. He was like crying, although he knows that he can raise Lazarus, but he was just so sad. And that's part of the humanity of Jesus. And then the Jews there surrounding outside, the dead, there's a lamay outside the house of Lazarus. And the Jews said, see how he phileo him. And those are examples of philia love, a deep friendship in the Old Testament and New Testament. But you know what? In today's world, why it's so difficult? Why it's so hard for us to find filial love today? Why it's so hard for us to have this Jonathan or David, like Peter or Lazarus in our lives? Let's have a real talk. Friendship today are more trivial, very shallow. How many of your so-called friends on Facebook? You have hundreds, you have thousands. How many are really your friends there? How many in that friends list that you have a deep emotional bond with? Because today, the sad reality is friendship is so trivial, very shallow, and it's so hard to find filial love today. But we need that. That is what Jesus wants for us, and that is what God wants for us to help us grow. Another reason that I can see why it's so hard and difficult to find filial love is that relationships are more transactional today. How can I benefit from this friendship? How can I benefit from this relationship? I will only call or reach out to these to people if I need something. That's what friendship is all about these days, right? We only spend time with people when it's beneficial to us. Why would I spend time with you? I cannot get something out of it. That's why it's so hard to find philia love these days. Another thing is the misconception or misunderstanding of people today. For those married people, once they get married, they would say that, oh, my wife or my husband completes me. I have my best friend already. I don't need other friendship. People thought that their spouse completes them. That's wrong. No one completes us. Not even our spouse. Only Jesus can complete us, can give us total or real fulfillment in life. And the second reason I want to share is we need friends outside our marriage. Yes, our spouse is our first priority, our best friend, but in no way be our only friend. We need someone outside marriage. And we need deep friendship. Deep friendship is important for us to grow in life and in faith. Yes, eros, romantic love is important too. But it's not the only important. Yes, storge, family, love, relationship among siblings, among families, it's important. But that's not the only important. We need philia, a deep friendship, a powerful emotional bond, a lasting connection outside our marriage, outside our biological family. Yesterday, I had a chance to spend time with our some couples, young couples. We talk about how we can have this friendship, how we can strengthen and develop a friendship among ourselves, and then make this friendship overflow to our friends and loved ones. And what are the qualities, the characteristics of these friends? And that was our first session yesterday. We met from 10 a.m. To almost 10, so almost 12 hours. We spent time just building relationship, talking about our struggles, talking about our challenges, talking about our victories, our prayers, and our desires and goals this year. And it was amazing that we came up with some list of qualities. And I'm going to share with you 6 qualities or a deep friendship requires from each other. Okay, the first one is there's what we call pure and genuine heart. You see this, right? When you read this, pure and genuine heart. In 1 Peter 1:22, Peter said in his letter that since your souls have been purified, meaning you are already saved, meaning by obedience to the truth, you are already committed your life to obey the word of God through the Spirit unto genuine brotherly Philadelphia. That's the word here. That's a Greek word here. Genuine brotherly love. Love, then this is the command of Peter, love one another deeply with a pure heart. I think that's a good way to start a deep friendship with other people. True friendship have no hidden agendas. True friends don't don't compete, but complement each other. And that is only possible if we have pure intentions, pure heart, and genuine heart. That is only possible if we don't have any personal hidden agenda in their friendship relationship. Joseph Hall said that the next to hypocrisy in religion, there's nothing worse than hypocrisy in friendship. Can you imagine? Next to hypocrisy in religion, there is nothing worse than hypocrisy in friendship. Hypocrisy has no room in deep friendship relationship. There's the 2 of you or 4 of you if it's couple to couple, or there's probably 4 couples. There's very, very few people whom you can share your life with. Hypocrisy must not be part of that relationship. There must be a pure, genuine heart in that relationship. A true friend is genuine, pure in their intentions and motives in the relationship. And that's the first qualities that we talk about. Well, this can be a good way to start a deep friendship with each other. The second one that we shared is an honest and open communication must be there in a friendship relationship. If we want to develop philia relationship, friendship, a deep bond, we need to have an honest and open communication in the relationship. Proverbs 27:5. Please read this with me wherever you are. A true good friend is openly what? Correct you. A true friend acknowledges your emotion. If you're down, okay. If you're up, okay. If you're sad, if you're celebrating, if you're excited, yes, they are with you in that. They understand your emotion, but they would also must be honest in giving you their opinion. I know you're excited, but you know what? Is it really? I know you're sad, but you know what? It gives comfort. There's an open communication. They understood how you feel. At the same time, they're willing to openly communicate what is the right words to say. Then they will share it with other people, right? Our personality, our attitude will contrast or will clash, but differences must be overcome by honest to goodness conversation with our friends' relationship. That is what philia means. You know, I can be myself. I can tell you what and I would appreciate that. Whenever people would correct me, or sometimes it's human, I might be hurt sometimes for probably 5 seconds, but as I process it, oh yeah, thank you. Because I love open communication. I love honest to goodness conversation. And the best way to talk to person, if you really love that person, is to talk directly and not behind his or her back, right? That is one of the qualities of true friends. Be honest, at the same time, have an open conversation. Initiate support and encouragement. I think that's one that is very essential in a philia relationship, right? True friends support you with your dreams and aspirations in life. And these people encourage you and motivates you. Come on, step up in your walk with God. Come on, reach your goal, reach your dreams. You want to get a house this year? Come on, get a house this year. You can do it. And that should be friends. Like you support each other and you ask each other, how can you help each other? What's that? There are many bloopers here. No, we can hear the you can hear the sound. I'm so sorry, folks, but we're just being real. Now, you have to initiate support. If you want to have this kind of friendship, a deep emotional bond, these people must be excited about your successes and also grieves with you with your failures. Like if you're successful, wow, celebrate with you. And if you're sad, they will grieve with you. They will cry with you. They will encourage you. And one thing that we can initiate support and encouragement is through prayer. I shared that last week, right? That the reason why we pray for other people because we're concerned. Lord, I pray that please provide for their needs. Please heal this his son or their family, their parents, because you care. The reason why you pray, because you care. And that is what it means that you initiate. How can I pray for you? You're concerned with their needs. The real test of friendship is the ability to stay through tough times, no matter what happens. That is what friendship is all about. It's not only when you're convenient to you. It's not only that it's beneficial to you. Even in the tough times of your friend's life, you will be there. Or even the tough times of your life, they are there for you. They will do everything they can do to support you. They choose to be there for you at your best, even at your worst. Do you want that kind of friendship? I love that kind of friendship. And that's what I've been praying. I'm looking for that kind of friendship. And one day, you guys would also have that. Someone that will initiate to support you and encourage you. True friends are loyal at all costs. Loyalty is everything when it comes to friendship. Ends of loyalty, ends of friendship. That's sad, but that's the reality. when you have loyalty, you can be sure that your friend won't betray you and will not stab you behind your back. Rather, they will support you and encourage you, right? And this is a quote from Frederick Faber said, many a friendship, he's a 1800 theologian, that's why this is how he composed his words. Many a friendship, long, loyal, and self-sacrificing, rested at first upon no thicker a foundation than a kind word. The way we can initiate support and encourage with our friends is to use kind words. It all starts with kind words. Support and encouragement can be expressed in kind words. True friends never put the other person down. Rather, they push each other or praise each other up to become better version of themselves. And oftentimes, kind words is the best tool for that. Sometimes the greatest thing friends can do is just actively listen. And that's the fourth one. Listening ears and responds with respect. That's one of the brilliant, essential, important characteristic in a friendship relationship, Philia relationship. And the greatest thing we can do is to lend our ears. Actively listen to the story of our friends. We will not cut it or we will not rob the conversation, right? For some people, those who have friends, they will just cut the conversation. Right? After the people say, oh, me too. That's what I'm experiencing. Come on, let's spend time in listening. That's what true friends is. True friends listen and give the right advice because they care and they love each other. Look at what this verse said, very common to many of us. The greatest love you can have for your friends is to give your life for them. Oh, this is a big word, right? Greater love is no one than this, than giving his life for a friend. That's the same verse. But giving your life for a friend is a big word. Yes, it happens, but very rarely, right? I think we can start showing our love by giving our time and listening ears to someone, right? And that is very touching and very, the person would really feel love. Because if you will say that I'm willing to give my life to you, you can even give your time with me, or you can even listen to me. You will tell me you will give your life to me. So I think we can start in spending time with people, spending time and establishing a good friendship, just like some of you are doing today. You're gathering there and then you're eating there and you're really spending time and reaching out with each other, right? There's one quote that I want to share with you. It says here that one of the most beautiful qualities of friendship is to understand and to be understood. And that leads us to the third or the fifth letter that I want to share with you. Intentionally builds trust and confidence. In a friendship relationship, a philia friendship relationship, a deep emotional bond, there must be trust. There must be you must have confidence in that relationship. You know, that feeling that you are not alone and you always have someone to lean on, to run to rely. Even the world misunderstand you. You have these few people around your circle that really understand you. Yeah, you know what? I feel you. I understand you. These are people that you trust. That's why Lucius said that one of the most beautiful thing true qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood, right? And this means that you are developing trust and confidence with each other, that you can rely to this friend no matter what, even your down or ups or in down times. People who bring the best in all areas of your life. If your friends are draining and toxic, and they are not true friends. In a healthy relationship or friendship relationship, there must be trust and confidence. It's a safe place for you to be yourself without fear of misjudgment. And that is what I've been praying for my wife and I, to find this kind of friends and also my son, and that they will grow with this kind of friends, that there is a trust and confidence among them. The last qualities that I want you to pray for, or you want to find in your Philia relationship, is accepts unconditionally and willing to forgive. True friends do not judge each other because they know each other so much. Even if someone will tell them, you know what, this person, so no, he or she is my friend. I don't judge that person. I accept him or her totally. I don't care what happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or whatever years ago. I know him or her today, and I accept him wholeheartedly. Accept him wholeheartedly. True friends do not judge, no matter what the person has done or said. True friends think the best of each other. That's what Philia means. True friends are always willing to let go of offenses or flaws unconditionally. It's like, oh, you committed mistake, or you have to build my trust again. No, true friends, it's like, it's okay. No, it's common. There must be conflict in the relationship, misunderstanding in the relationship, but there's always room for forgiveness and acceptance. And that's what this verse said, that love forgets mistake. If we really love each other, if we really want a filial relationship with each other, no one is perfect. Everyone has their own flaws, and we commit mistakes. But nagging about them, meaning repeating, keeping the issue, keep bringing up the issue, will part the best of friends. And I sad. If we really love someone, or if we want to have that kind of relationship, we should be accepting unconditionally and willing to forgive and not mention the past mistakes again. That is what true friends is. Yes, disagreements, miscommunication, misunderstanding is inevitable. It will happen. But true friends may not agree with everything, but they're always ready to forgive at all times. Right? Now, these are the 5 or the 6 characteristics or qualities that you can pray in your friendship, philia, friendship relationship. Now, why is there a need for us to have this filial love? Why we need to find this kind of love? John the Beloved, whom Jesus loved so dearly, said this in his epistles. He said, if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us. One another was mentioned more than 100 times in the Bible, more than 120 actually. And loving one another, or love one another, is mentioned 16 times. And this is something important to God. This is so important to God because love helps us grow in life. We need these characteristics of friendship. We need a deep friendship with someone to help us grow. And the reason why if we do that, it shows that God lives in us. And God's love is complete, made complete in us. Meaning the love of God for us will be expressed by the way we love in our philia relationship. If we love one another, God abides in us. God is with us. God will be with us as we grow in love, as we grow in life, as we grow in faith. Now, this is my prayer for all of you. If you don't have this kind of friendship yet, if you don't have these people who will be there, whom you can share pure and genuine heart, who's there to have an honest and open communication, to correct you, to tell you, to cheer you up, to encourage you and support you, to be there for you, to listen, or whom you can also listen and respond with respect, who's there for you where you have build trust and confidence and accepts unconditionally and forgives wholeheartedly. If you don't have that kind of friendship yet, like something to show philia love with, please pray for it. Please look for it. Please find it. you and I need someone in our lives outside our marriage relationship, outside our biological family, to help us grow in life and in faith. We need these people in our lives. And if you have this kind of friendship, if you have this someone whom you can share filial love with, preserve that relationship, protect that friendship. That is how you can see God's love made complete in you and expressed through you. I hope you learned something about philia, love, and I hope you can find that kind of relationship that will help you grow in your life, in your faith, in your walk with God.